basically doing a video about the Canon 80D, the DJI Osmo Pocket, and the GoPro, and we're comparing, and we look like freaks because we have so many cameras.
So many cameras.
And people are like, why do they have so many cameras? So many cameras!
What's going on, guys? I'm Brick Aramella, and this is my friend Cass.
Hey guys, how are you? I'm Cass Aragon. I'm a travel blogger, content creator, YouTuber, Instagrammer, dancer, a little bit of everything.
And world traveler.
World traveler. Ooh, it looks so important. Yeah. So yeah, check out my YouTube channel. We had a lot of fun today.
Yeah, I'll put it in the description below, and you also can look at it right here, all over. And yeah, we hung out today in Miami. We went around Wynwood, and for this video we just finished up, we filmed basically with the Osmo Pocket, and we used the GoPro Hero 7, and I also used my Canon 80D, which is what I'm using to film right now. And I wanted to do a comparison to see which is the best vlogging camera, because Cass does a lot of vlogging, I do as well. And there goes another airplane, so we're gonna stop the video right now.
Thank you, airplanes.
We wanted to find out which is the best camera to vlog with. We wanted to have a camera that's around $1,000 or under $1,000, and we wanted to do one that was very portable, or you could attach like a tripod like this or like this. I'll include links in the below to all this gear. And I think there's another plane. In this video, since I'm not a very good skateboarder, Cass was mostly on the skateboard, and
I am not very good either, but I mean, I tried. I didn't fall.
I fell once, as you can see here. So basically we wanted to show you the features of these cameras. I wanted to make it real cinematic, so we shot at 24 frames per second. With the Osmo Pocket, I shot in super fine. With the GoPro, we shot at 2.7 and not 4K because it was super wide, and it was so wide that it kind of distorted the image. So in 2.7, the GoPro has a feature called linear, which makes it more like a normal camera, like the Osmo Pocket or a normal DSLR, yeah, like the Canon 80D.
And also, like, the best thing about this camera is the hyper smooth. And crazy is the 4K doesn't have the hyper smooth, but the 2.7K it does have it. And I don't really think it's a big difference between the 2.7 and 4K, so we just did 2.7 and most of them, right?
Yeah, I think most people. So just so you guys know, like most monitors and TVs and stuff that people use only are around 1080. So you're right, like the 2.7, people don't really need it. Like 2.7 to 4K, not many people have 4K yet. So I felt like the 2.7 still looks really good, and having that hyper smooth is really necessary, because if you're vlogging, you don't want it to shake. And as you can see, most of the footage that we're going to show you in this video is pretty smooth.
GoPro para video.
I don't know about that.
But it's a Mexican GoPro.
Okay.
It doesn't speak English.
It doesn't speak English.
It just speaks one language. Actually, I don't know. GoPro start video. Oh shit, it's bilingual. GoPro stop video. And it even understands my accent. That is insane. This camera is so smart.
Definitely smarter than I am.
Speaks English, Spanish. Should we try in another language?
How about Italiano?
GoPro inicia video. You have to do it like this. Okay, GoPro para video. Oh! It works.
The Canon 80D, basically I just had this tripod, so I did mostly hand-holding. I basically did hand-holding this tripod, put it down occasionally, or I also used the Gorilla Pod that Cass had, so I used her Gorilla Pod. Yeah, the Gorilla Pod is great. So, but there still is a little movement. Now, with the lens that we use for the 80D, It's like kind of like my favorite vlogging lens, and I have a 2.7 fixed lens, prime lens, but it doesn't give you that versatility. Now, the Osmo Pocket shoots at like 25, 26 millimeters, so it's a little zoomed in most of the time. The GoPro, it's a little wider. I want to say it's like...
I would say it's, if you want to, like for example, we were in Wynwood today, and there's a lot of people. You cannot help it not having people in your shots, but like it's too wide. So, and you cannot like... If you want to get it not too wide, then you have to get too close, and then you distort the image. So that, I think that's one of the downs of the GoPro then.
That's a little too wide.
Even though it's linear, it makes it straight. It's still like wide. Sometimes it's good, but sometimes you don't want it.
Like when you skateboarded towards me, I was like...
yeah, it's like it was like fair.
No, it was good to have the wide, I felt like. But like in normal shots, like where we were filming against the wall, I felt like it was almost like too wide. It was
because you don't want everything sometimes in the picture, and then you end up cropping it, and it's just like not the point.
So that's why the Canon 80D was so nice, because it zoomed. So it was a 10 to 22 millimeter lens on a crop frame. So you have to multiply that by like 1.5. So that's really 15 to 33, something like that, 15 to 33, around there.
So many numbers.
So many numbers, but it looks great, and obviously we're filming on it now. So even though Canon only shoots 1080, you can see in all of our video that the 1080 really looks great.
And I really, really like
the plane again.
I don't like the plane again.
It's always good to have a vehicle with some balls.
Balls.
Grab it with the balls.
Grab it from the balls. Blue balls. Oh, blue balls. I just got that.
Oh, poor guy.
Balls.
Poor guy.
Oh, I wonder if they change color.
Maybe like tomorrow. If he's lucky.
It's really, really... Okay, you can adjust this. It's really nice to have the flip screen. I love the flip screen. Like, even though, like for example, for the 5D that I wanted, I kind of went for the 6D because I wanted the flip screen. It's so useful because you can see yourself, and in the GoPro and in the DJI, like
the Pocket,
the Osmo Pocket, like you cannot see what you're like. It's so good to have a flip screen. I don't know. I just love it.
Have it be able to flip around like that. So the Osmo Pocket flips around. The GoPro, you can just face it towards you, and can you see yourself on that?
You can if you connect your phone to the camera, but it's kind of like a pain. Like you're gonna have to be like.
I didn't find this to be too bad. Like this little connection port, I never really lost signal, so this was awesome. And then the Canon 80D is obviously the best because that flippy screen, it's an awesome screen, plus the focus. So
the autofocus.
Here's another thing with the focus. So the GoPro, it focused like for infinity, so everything's gonna be in focus.
That is amazing. You don't have to worry about focus because it's all focus. The only thing is that you don't have depth of field.
Yeah, you don't have that beautiful depth of field. So for the focus,
I kind of like that smoothness.
Yeah, that depth of field, I kind of like the 80D. Still the best. And then the Osmo Pocket's like in between. It has some depth of field to it, but like if you use the tracking, it kind of like, it's not really perfect, and it kind of like doesn't frame your shot. It always tries to keep you in the middle, and it got kind of annoying sometimes, and it wouldn't always get the focus. Like I would have to keep tapping, and I'd keep having to tell Cass, I'd be like, wait a minute, and it kind of like slowed our whole flow, and she was like, what are you doing?
And I got so upset. I'm just kidding. I didn't.
And
look at that. Look at that. Oh, I'm sorry.
It's all good. It's all good.
Okay, so this is a Brazilian artist, and so in every picture or every drawing in Wynwood, you'll see like the name of the artist, and this is a Brazilian one. It's called Cobra. You can see it right there. I think it's amazing.
The GoPro is definitely the fastest and easiest to use. The Canon 80D is like the best all around, I think.
Yeah,
And
so it depends which lens you have.
it depends which lens. If you use the lens I have, I think it's the best.
I love that lens. I need to get that lens.
And then the Osmo Pocket, it's great, but it's just if the focus was better and it was just a tad wider,
A little bit wider.
it would be like probably the best because it's like kind of like the best of both worlds. It's like in between the GoPro and the 80D. So with those two things, I think it's like really close.
The only thing missing in the 80D should be the gimbal then, because well,
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but
That's another thing.
my
True.
shoots-
This has a stabilizer. So this
device is
was the best stabilization, hands down. Then the GoPro.
Yeah, that was insane. Like
Yeah, and then like you could try vlogging with the Ronin S on the 80D, but it's way too hard. Like it's good for the guns, but bad for your like long. It's not really practical.
there's a point that you start shaking.
You're like, I can't vlog with this.
Yeah, no, but that's the only thing missing. Then perhaps you have to get like a gimbal, and it's just too much to carry. Like you also want to have like a good time and not carry all this weight
All
on
this
your back.
gear, yeah. Because vlogging's kind of more.
Another plane.
For vlogging, you need something quick, but you do need that stabilization. So the Pocket is so close. I want to say it's the best one. It's like a hybrid, but it's really got to work on that focus, because if you get the focus right with this and you hold it a little far away, it's great.
Yeah, that's the lightest of everything. I mean, GoPro is still very light, but oh my god, look at the size of this thing. It's like, it's like I wanna like, I don't know. It's just so small. When I saw it, remember when I saw it the first. When I saw it the first time, I was like, oh my god, this is like the smallest camera. It's like, it's insane. That's definitely a win-win. Plus, if you don't want to use your phone, you can still use a camera.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, like it's...
You could use this by itself. You don't have to use the phone.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, you're looking at the world's largest
Chandelier.
How
do you say that in Spanish?
Candelabro.
Candelabro.
Candelabro, yeah.
And the world's second largest chandelier.
The world's second largest candelabro.
Right over there. Indulging in a little narcissism. All right, we have here the world's largest chandelier. I am holding the Pocket, and right now, right here, also have the 80D, and we got the GoPro right there. So, that's not focusing. I'm getting tired.
You're getting your gym right there.
Doing my gym workout, working those guns. I'm getting tired.
You're getting your gym right there.
Doing my gym workout, working those guns.
So inside the Wynwood walls, we have like this like art galleries, which are like really cool and really hip. And we just were like wondering like how much it is. It's $150,000.
You buy a really nice camera with that.
I'll buy a lot of cameras with that. I'll buy so many cameras. Oh my god. And lenses, just the paradise of oh my god. Yeah, I think I'd rather spend my money in cameras.
I would definitely rather spend my money on cameras. So we came across this sign, and girls just want to have fun.
Oh, girls.
Pesos.
I love people.
They just photobombed us.
Oh, girls, just to wanna have fun. Girls, wanna have fun. Girls.
This is a very true statement. Welcome to Miami. We also did this one little part where we compared it in slow motion. So a lot of people for vlogging, a lot of people like that slow motion. The Osmo Pocket, the slow motion, really looks great. I think it looks good. The light was kind of like cloudy, it was later in the day, but it still looked really good, as you can see. The only thing is it crops in. The GoPro doesn't crop in as much, and the Canon stays the same. So the Canon is still like the best overall for that.
But the Canon records in 120?
Yes, the Osmo Pocket records in 1080 at 120 frames per second. And then the GoPro records in 1080 at 120 frames per second. So the GoPro and the Osmo Pocket are the same, and then the 80D only goes down to 60 frames per second, which you can slow down in post.
With 60 frames?
60 frames. You can
not 120.
Not 120,
okay,
yeah. So it's like...
I mean, you can... I feel like you can edit it,
yeah, you
but
can
a lot
edit.
of people don't like it.
Yeah, so for vlogging, it's like still the GoPro and Osmo Pocket are a little quicker, a little...
More planes!
Oh, so many planes. Snakes on a plane.
We shouldn't shoot close to the airport.
Having that slow motion right out of the bat, the GoPro and the Osmo Pocket are definitely have the advantage over the Canon because they're at 120 frames per second. But the Canon still is going to look better because it has a bigger sensor. But I don't know, you could look at them side by side here and tell for yourself.
I think you can use the three of them. It just depends on the situation. No?
Yeah.
Like I would take the GoPro with me if I would go to the beach or to do something like extreme because I don't want to carry my DSLR.
Yeah. And the nice thing is you can get that wet. This still doesn't have anything for it. The 80D doesn't have it does have a housing unit for it, but it'd be super expensive. So the only practical one is like the GoPro.
And the audio is not that bad. And you can now get, I don't have one.
Yeah.
I should get one. You can buy those like microphones for the GoPro.
Oh, the audio is obviously the 80D. I have my Rode mic, and then with the GoPro, there's no mic on it. With the Canon, obviously the audio has external power supply, so the audio is going to be the best. But the GoPro, we hold it just a little further away, so it's like the same distance. All right, so we have the same distance right now with the GoPro and the Canon, and it's kind of, I don't know, you can hear the audio here. It's not that bad. Like talking to it for a second, just so they can hear. What do you think?
No, I think it's good. The only thing is that because it has like an automatically wind
muff type of thing, like dead cat. Cool. I have like a dead cat on my
oh, dead cat, that's what you call it?
I don't know, that's what I call it. It might be, it's like wind muff, but I think some people call it dead cat. Side by side for a microphone that costs like $300 for internal microphone by the GoPro. Like, yeah, the GoPro is the best option economically, but if you want the best, go with the Canon. Yeah. She loves the GoPro.
I am a GoPro fan.
Whatever.
What can I say?
Pocket. No, I'm just kidding.
I like that too.
Yeah, really, they're all good. So I hope this comparison helped you.
The voice control. Out of the three, GoPro, apágate.
Yes.
This is the only one that has a voice control. So if you're like, in a situation, boom, GoPro, inicia video, and
exactly.
And it speaks like several languages.
Cállense. Cállate.
Like, yeah.
All right, guys, thanks for watching. If you haven't done so, please subscribe to both of our channels. Catch Cass's channel over here, my channel over here. You want to see more videos like this, you go over here, and that video way over there, or it's over there, wherever I decide to put it. There's a plane up there right now. And if you did find this video helpful, press that like button, give it that thumbs up, and add a comment below. Which do you like better? The Osmo Pocket, GoPro Hero 7, or the Canon 80D? Which do you prefer to vlog? And remember guys, siempre pa'lante, nunca para atrás.